What's going on, guys? This is Joey Boy, and I am finally back. It has been a while, but we're gonna just jump right into this. We are doing Pokemon Showdown Live, old fan favorite. We're just gonna be using a pretty standard sand offense team. You will have to bear with me a little bit. I am quite rusty, as I have not been playing for a while. We'll get some music on after this game. Alright, he's using a pretty weird team. Let's just lead off with Greninja. We are using an offensive team, so we do want to start the pressure right away. And as long as he's not scarfed, this is alright. He is scarfed, but that gives us a turn to do something. He used Energy Ball. He could go into Thundurus. Thundurus threatens out a good portion of his Pokemon. Yeah, let's go into Landorus and let's just set up a Nasty Plot. We are Life Orb Nasty Plot, so this guy has a big punch and can take out a lot of his Pokemon with his coverage. This is probably Mega Metacham, I would imagine, and they tend to have Fake Out. Goes into Excadrill. Now, don't miss. And it misses! Alright! So we're off to a flying start, huh? Let's see if we can hit this one. He's gonna switch out into Sylveon. And we missed that one too. Alright. And we're definitely gonna be taken out by Hyper Voice. Now we are gonna go into Mega Gyarados. We are just gonna Dragon Dance. We're not gonna Mega Evolve. He's gonna Hyper Voice us. Hyper Evolve. We'll Mega Evolve next turn. He goes into Garchomp. We are gonna. So we go into Garchomp. We might have Focus Sash or Yachi Berry. I wonder. See, the thing is, I can't remember damage counts, right? I don't want to be running too many of them. We could go for the Waterfall for potential. Let's go for the Ice Fang. He lives 1%, and it doesn't. He does flinch though. Okay. And we're just gonna Earthquake so we don't get more Rocky Helmet damage. Maybe into Chandelure. I'm not sure. Chandelure's base speed, actually. Yeah, so it looks like he wants to Fake Out us. We're just gonna Waterfall. There's nothing we can really do. I mean, so I don't know what happened there because he didn't even Mega Evolve. So I wonder what happened. So he's still not going into Chandelure. So this is looking pretty good for us, actually. These two don't stand a chance. So I guess we just sweep with Mega Gyarados. So we had a bit of a rocky start, what with these two being taken out with doing pretty much nothing. But see, this is why I was wondering. So I mean, he doesn't take us out, so that's why he didn't go into Chandelure, I guess. But so yeah, Mega Gyarados putting a lot of work. Just shows you if you have kind of offensive synergies, how well your team can do. So let's just get another one. We're just gonna do a bunch of these games. Just think it through. So this is a pretty standard team as well. I was watching some replays from Smogon Tour recently, and I believe one of the winners or someone who made it into a finals used a team just like this. Let's lead with Greninja again. He leads with Garchomp. I imagine this is Focus Sash. We're just gonna Ice Beam because he probably wants to set up rocks, in which case it takes him pretty much all of his Garchomp. Yep, see, we got the Sash, so he's either going for Earthquake or Stealth Rocks. He goes for Stealth Rocks, and we're just gonna Ice Beam again. Azumarill is a pretty safe choice, and so I was thinking about the Grass Knot, but we don't really need to show him Grass Knot yet, because it did look like he would sacrifice his Garchomp. Now he's into Azumarill, we can... I don't know exactly how much Grass Knot does to Azumarill, to be perfectly honest. But this is an offensive team, we don't really want to be switching. 75%, that is great. I don't really mind if he takes out Greninja here. Greninja has already done its job. Now, we can take out Azumarill with Psyshock. We don't really want to take Rocks damage on Gyarados or Thundurus, so I guess we'll just do that. Hit him with a Psyshock. So, we need Excadrill for Pinsir. I believe this is a weird set I've been seeing is Balloon, Magnet Rise, Magnezone to deal with Excadrills. So he goes into Diggersby. I actually don't know too much about Diggersby. I know, she got huge power, sometimes runs Swords Dance, but I just don't know how much bulk this thing has. Or if maybe like a Choice Band Quick Attack could kill Latios at this range. I'm gonna Draco Meteor, so he's running Sash. Alright. And he does go for a Swords Dance, so... Quick Attack is gonna do a lot. We gotta sack Latios here. Latios doesn't do a whole lot against his team, Hidden Power Fire, I guess, for Magnezone. I don't run max speed because of Hidden Power Fire, so I couldn't even speed Ty's Latios. So, I guess we go into Excadrill here. And we can actually go for Rapid Spin because it would still kill him. I believe we outspeed. I don't think Diggersby has that great of a max speed. I mean, Excadrill doesn't either. So there we go. That's pretty nice. We get rid of his rocks, get rid of Diggersby. And now he'll go into Magnezone here if he's running that weird set I was talking about earlier. And he's not. So we want to keep Excadrill alive for Pinsir. The obvious choice here is Tyranitar. So let's do that. I believe I have Pursuit. Wow, HP fighting Latios. That's interesting. We're just gonna go for a Crunch. He's probably just gonna take us out. And he goes for Draco Meteor. I guess, he would want to get us on a switch, but that seems pretty risky. He lowered his special attack. So now I'm gonna go into Thundurus. And I wonder if I need a Nasty Plot, right? So he's got -2, and he has his move so far, Draco Meteor and HP Fighting. I still could have Psyshock and Recover. I am going to go for a Nasty Plot. I think we're pretty safe too. So he goes into Magnezone. Now we've already been unlucky with 2 Focus Blasts in this video already. And he's running Scarf Magnezone. Wow. So, now he goes into Pinsir to use Quick Attack. So, let's think here, because Latios could potentially revenge, Thundurus can revenge his Latios, potentially. I have 4 more turns of Sandstorm. How much is Gyarados doing? I can come in and, let's bring in Gyarados and use Intimidate. Oh, of course. Huh. So, I guess that's just... Well, Gyarados isn't doing too much against Latios, I don't think. Maybe take a Draco Meteor, but that was you know, we'll have to look back at how this game goes to see if that was a misplay, because I totally forgot it has a, oh, what's it called? That ability where you can't lower its stats. So, no, I don't want to. I guess I'll Mega Evolve and go for Ice Fang. I think we get taken out here by Frustration. Yeah. We don't have Thunder Wave on Thundurus, so we do have to go into Excadrill. And I wonder, I think Excadrill lives a Quick Attack. We have, and we're just, I mean, this is what we gotta go for, right? So we easily live a Quick Attack, actually. And hit him with Rock Slide. Now we can get a nice chunk of damage on Latios. We should be able to revenge him with Thundurus. So I think it was the right line of play to sack Gyarados before, because Thundurus is a lot more beneficial to us than he was going to be. So that was a close game. That was a pretty good one, I think. You know, his team was very much a standard team, as is mine, but so, next game, Mega Gardevoir is a threat. His team is actually pretty threatening, and I hate dealing with Ferrothorn. Thundurus looks like it could do some work if it sets up. This looks like it might be Choice Scarfed Keldeo. I imagine he's leading with Mamoswine. I still think we're going to lead with Greninja. It doesn't have the best matchup against Mamoswine, but Tyranitar doesn't have a good matchup. Does he have a way to clear rocks? I don't think so. So rocks would be really good to get up with Tyranitar. He gets rocks up against Ferrothorn and potentially Dragonite. But I think an Earthquake would one-hit KO it, so we're not gonna lead with Tyranitar just to get rocks up. And Sandrush Excadrill could do some work too. So we are gonna lead off with Greninja again. It's kind of just, you know, it's a fairly safe lead. He does go into Mamoswine. I'm gonna Grass Knot him, simply because Hydro Pump has 80% hit rate. And I can only imagine he has a Sash Mamoswine, so I at least want to break his Sash 100% of the time. I mean, Hydro Pump would obviously break his Sash, but I want to do it 100% of the time. He just said strange move. It just means, I mean, a lot of people run Hidden Power Grass on Greninja, but I wanted Fire, Water, Ice, Grass coverage. So he got his rocks up, that's fine, we can always rapid spin them away on something like Ferrothorn. And, you know, it's a pretty simple move for him to sack his Mamoswine. I just want to see if we maybe want to predict a switch in. You know, Keldeo could come in, takes the Grass Knot. I think, let's not reveal anything else to him. He does go for the Ice Shower, which was the obvious move. But just wanted to see if there was a different line of play that we could take there. That's fine. He's got his rocks up. Dragonite, most likely going for extreme speed here. Do we want to sack Greninja, or do we want to go into Tyranitar, break his multi-scale, and set up rocks? We can then revenge with something like Latios. I think we will keep Greninja. Greninja maybe as death fodder. Let's think. Do we want to keep Greninja as death fodder? I'm pretty sure he's gonna. You make this move if you're gonna go for extreme speed. So I think it's a pretty safe play to go into Tyranitar now, because 19% does not matter. I do want to set up rocks. I have this sneaking suspicion, or like weird thought in my mind that Bisharp can run Defog. That seems weird, but you know, if it can, it would potentially change my play. So excuse me if it does. You can call me a noob, it's been a while. So I'm going to set up rocks here. It's a pretty safe chance too. He brings in Keldeo, and I think this is where we're going to use Greninja as death fodder. You know, keep Latios at a higher range of HP. Yeah, why not? You know, we kept Greninja for death fodder anyway. Let's see, and he went for Icy Wind, and he's not Choice Scarf. In which case, we are just going to go into Latios. We're just going to go for a Psyshock. You know, he has 3 very easy plays into Latios. And this is the one that I find, you know, best for me. I do have Hidden Power Fire. You know, he has Sucker Punch. This is such a weird standoff, right? Because I find a lot of Bisharps actually go for Pursuit here, and it means Hidden Power Fire is just like a really sneaky KO on Bisharp. Plus Latias, it's not doing a whole lot. I mean, it keeps Keldeo in check. I do have Thundurus for Keldeo though, now that we know it's not Scarf. This is just a weird 50-50, and I'm gonna go for Hidden Power Fire. See, not a lot of, I don't know if a lot of players suspect Hidden Power Fire. And when I said Pursuit earlier, I kind of meant Knockoff. So that was a nice little surprise KO on Bisharp. So he's got Keldeo, Gardevoir, Ferrothorn, and Dragonite. I want to say... see, I'd love to get rid of these rocks. So we're going to go into Ferrothorn. And I think I'm actually going to go straight for the Rapid Spin. Straight for the Rapid Spin. What does that let him do? He Mega Evolves in either like Calm Minds, Focus Blast, Flamethrower, Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice is probably not the best play. Well, I don't know how much it does to extra draw. No, I think I have to Earthquake here. As much as I want to get rid of those rocks. It doesn't Mega Evolve. That's just weird. That was like the guy who had Medicham but didn't Mega Evolve it. I don't know if they're forgetting to click it or they don't. I don't know why you would ever keep Gardevoir not Mega Evolved. So he goes into Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn's still a bit of a pain. So I think I want to weaken it, right? Thundurus does a pretty good job of sweeping him at the moment. So I want to weaken this Ferrothorn. He goes for Leech Seed. I could Rapid Spin now. Means he is at around 70%, and I can go into Thundurus, or I can Earthquake him again for 40. Then I don't potentially need to set up with Thundurus. Spinning and getting rid of rocks means extreme speed will, you know, will do less of a percent to Thundurus just by way of Thundurus would have 100% if I got rid of the rocks. So I'm gonna go for the Earthquake again. Well, I guess Protect, it does make a difference, right? If I had gone for Rapid Spin or not. Now I imagine I go into Thundurus. He Leech Seeds me as I set up a nasty plot, then he protects, then I Focus Blast and I can miss. It'd be good to know how much just a regular Focus Blast does to his Ferrothorn. Or do I go into... Gyarados. This is where I would like sub on Gyarados, obviously. We are going to go into Thundurus. And I guess remembering even to black and white, I'm pretty sure Focus Blast doesn't do 70%. Maybe it does. Maybe it doesn't. This is such an easy leech seed for him though, and he can really start to stall me out. Right for Focus Blast. Aha! So easy 70%. I did think I was being a bit paranoid about it not killing. He goes into Dragonite. Now, I wonder... He does Extreme Speed. I need Thundurus for Keldeo. I lose to Keldeo if he takes me out. And we haven't seen leftovers or anything, so this could very easily be Choice Band. In which case, I am going to go into Gyarados and intimidate him. Goes right for a Dragon Claw. Interesting, he went for Dragon Claw. But that means if he is Choice Band, that Thundurus sweeps. Didn't he show us Extreme Speed earlier? Alright, well this game's in the bag now. Yeah, he forfeited. That was a weird set of plays at the end. I'm not sure what the thought process was. I thought he showed us Extreme Speed. Maybe he didn't. Alright. Okay, another... So this is a Sand Bird offense. So that means our Sand and Thundurus are pretty huge. Again, we're going to lead with Greninja. I really like leading with Greninja, actually. It's been working out pretty well. Goes right into Tyranitar. Like Hydro Pump. So I think this is 100 base power for Tyranitar. I don't think he's greater or equal to 200 grams. It'd be a good thing to know. And again, I feel like this might be a suicide lead Tyranitar. And might have Sash, because, I mean, it's not doing a ton for his team besides activating Sand. I guess that would mean it's probably Smooth Rock. I'm gonna click Grass Knot. I imagine he's going for Stealth Rocks here. It's an easy 2-hit KO regardless. Yeah, he's gonna set up Stealth Rocks. And he has leftovers. So he's not even running Smooth Rock. Go for a Grass Knot again is an easy play to take him out. If he switches, Magnezone takes a Hidden Power Fire next turn. Excadrill is not great. You know, you can switch into one of these birds pretty freely. 80% is still pretty good. Yeah, and he does switch. Only 41%. If he is Scarf, like the other one was, he goes for Volt Switch here. Then I kind of have momentum because he takes me out. I'm going to go for Hidden Power Fire. And let's click this timer. So if he Scarfed, he Volt Switches, and I don't actually take him out. I really thought that would act, to be perfectly honest. Hidden Power Fire, I guess. Huh. Okay, let's just Hidden Power Fire again. So he took out Magnezone. I guess he wasn't expecting my Hidden Power Fire, but what Hidden Power is he using there? Because I was Water type. Okay, well he goes into Pinsir. We are just gonna sack Greninja here. Let's just try and get off damage if he didn't go for a quick attack, which he obviously will. So yeah, he had Hyper Cutter before, where I usually see Moxie on Pinsir, for this exact reason. You know, Hyper Cutter is the default, so maybe forgot. Into Pinsir, we could go into Gyarados to Intimidate, but I think we go into Tyranitar here, right? And just go right for a Rock Slide. It'd be really good to set up rocks, but he does have Rapid Spin. I can't block it. And Pinsir is still definitely a threat, so we're gonna go right for Rock Slide. Oh, duh. Dang. That was really bad. And that is just a product of my being away from the metagame for too long, because Mega Pinsir usually ran Earthquake, and of course he did have the +1 boost, I suppose. Man, that was not good. But of course, now that Aegislash is banned, close combat, in my opinion, is the stronger option. Oh, that's like throwing the game right there. Because otherwise, we would have gone into Gyarados, and then we could have. Oh, wow. Okay. He's got a +2 boost, and Excadrill has to be the only option. We take like 50% from an Earthquake. I mean, from a Quick Attack. But I imagine we take him out with Life Orb Rock Slide. Excadrill can do a whole lot of work against his team. Obviously because of these flyers, and he doesn't have a direct Excadrill counter. He's got his own Excadrill. I imagine that means he's running Air Balloon Excadrill, because, you know, that's often the way to try and, you know, quote-unquote counter opposing Excadrills when your Excadrill is the only thing you really have. I mean, he can overload my Excadrill, I guess, with +2 Quick Attack and, you know, potentially Choice Band, Brave Bird. But you know, that gets rid of these two big threats. So yeah, 41%. We don't mind that. Oh, that's not good. So we... Oh. What is Quick Attack? I mean, Rock Slide, isn't that like 90% hit rate? Oh, that really stings. Yeah, Air Balloon Excadrill. So, I think we sack Excadrill here, unfortunately. I'm gonna go for Rapid Spin to break his balloon, and... Okay, he wins the speed tie. I might be running out of it, actually. Oof. So, he runs Iron Head. That means he might not have... he might not have the Rock Slide for Gyarados or Thundurus, because he probably has Earthquake, Rapid Spin. He might not. Yeah, I'm actually running Substitute on Excadrill. It's a weird thing I was trying out. I saw it in a tour match. All right. Excadrill. Hidden Power Fire with Latios. I don't think kills it, although we are Life Orb. I'm gonna go with Gyarados. So, he's at -1 attack. He's shown us Iron Head. He definitely has Earthquake. He could expect us to Mega Evolve. So we could go right for the Waterfall. Nothing wants to take it. Let's go right for the Waterfall. It does have Rock Slide, so we should have Mega Evolved. Alright. That was... I mean, that was a judgment call, right? Because it was a kind of 50-50 scenario. I could Mega Evolve and be safer against Rock Slide, or I could have not Mega Evolved and be safer against Earthquake. And Iron Head, right? Yeah, no, maybe not Iron Head. So it goes into Staraptor. Okay. Thundurus is our hope here. So we have to try and set up a Thundurus sweep, which means we sack Gyarados. Might as well Mega Evolve an Ice Fang if he does something stupid. Yeah. He takes a little bit of recoil, which is pretty good for us. Now we're gonna go into Latios and Draco Meteor. Then he goes into I think this is Choice Band. So we outspeed it with Thunderous, which means we just have to worry about Choice Band, Priority Brave Bird, and Focus Missing. Let's just go for the Draco Meteor. Wow, and he actually just sacks. Oh, well, he's got Mega... No, he's got leftovers on his Tyranitar, didn't he? And he goes into Talonflame? Really? So we just Draco Meteor him again. That seems weird to me when you have a I mean, maybe his Tyranitar is nothing to deal with. Talonflame? Well, I guess it's up to whether or not Brave Bird kills. So we go for a Thunderbolt. I don't think Brave Bird... Well, to be honest, I can't remember. Ah, a Life Orb. Alright, so... if Focus Blast hits, we win. And I wonder... I'm actually going to pause it here and count Thunderbolt real quick. So, it is not likely to. Yeah, and he actually just said, if you don't have Focus Blast, there's no point in calcing T-Bolt. I just wanted to calc in case he was... I don't know, I've been away. So, I just wanted to calc it real quick. So, we won. Nice. I think we'll get one more. That sounds good. Team's working out pretty well. Best team that I've been using since coming back. Okay, a weird-ish team. Thunderous again looks like it does some work. Let's start with Greninja. It's working well for us so far. Also, I do want to say, I have gotten myself a Twitch TV account. For those of you who don't know what that is, it means it's a streaming website where you can watch me live, so I can do Showdown Lives properly. And I think I'll have it where whenever this video comes out, I'll be streaming at that time. And I'll put a link to my Twitch TV account in the description. So when you guys are watching this, if you catch it early enough, you can come say hi. I'd love to chat with you guys, any of you, and catch up a bit. And you know, if you watch this video a bit later, you know, once it's been released, and you click the link and I'm not online, you know, you could give my Twitch account a follow, which means you'll be notified whenever I'm online, and then you can come say hi when I come online next. Alright, so he leads with Medicham, which means the Mega Evolution into Fake Out is pretty obvious. We could go into Gyarados, actually, and intimidate him. I imagine the Fake Out is coming, so I'm actually going to do that, because we don't want to take unnecessary damage on something as frail as Greninja. And there we go. So I'm just going to go for a Waterfall. Hit something. Let's see what happens. Stays in, and goes for the Ice Punch. No Freeze. So let's Waterfall one more time. You know, he can go into Vaporeon here, but I don't mind too much. We have a potential to take out his Medicham. It's an easy switch to Vaporeon, but then maybe we can Mega Evolve and Earthquake it. We just want to be doing damage. And we don't want to, you know, play too fancy right away. So we are going to Mega Evolve. What can Vaporeon do to us? It can Toxic, I suppose. There's no real point in Dragon Dancing. We'll net more damage on the Vaporeon. Scald, go for it, and he does get the burn. So Wish is easy here, but So we could save Gyarados for Death Fodder or just sack it. We're gonna go for a Dragon Dance as he probably wishes or protects, wishes. So he's actually gonna go for Protect next turn. So I guess it's all a wash. We wouldn't have done enough to where after his wish he wouldn't have full HP. So Protect is easy here. He doesn't even need to go for Protect. I guess it saves him from maybe damage from a crit, but okay, Gyarados goes down. Thundurus is the obvious choice. And do we want to go for Nasty Plot? I don't think we need to. I think Life Orb Thunderbolt would do a lot to everything, plus we have Hidden Power Ice for the 2 ground types. Let's just do some damage. Okay, now, do we think he's Scarfed? If he's Scarfed and he hits us with Stone Edge, we lose our main win condition. So, I don't think we'll risk it just yet, because of how much work Thundurus does. So if he's going for Stone Edge, let's just go into Tyranitar. Maybe we can sneak in. He goes for Rock Slide. So I guess now we find out if he is Scarfed or not. If he's not Scarfed, it's not a problem. So let's go with Rocks. So it does look like he is Scarfed. We have our Rocks up. Into Vaporeon. Let's go into Latios. We have Recover. Latios is kind of really our one pivot. I mean, Gyarados is a pretty decent pivot, but you know, it won't be around for too long. And should we just see how much a Draco Meteor does? Life Orb Draco Meteor against Vaporeon. You know, he has Wish and Protect, but I guess we can, on his wish, we can switch into Thundurus. He goes for Protect. And he has Heatran. So let's go for a Draco Meteor again. Get some damage on Heatran, forces Vaporeon out. You know, we have Greninja, Excadrill, even Tyranitar for Heatran. He sets up his Rocks here. We have 3 turns of Sand. I can't imagine. We're actually gonna go into Excadrill. He's got Landorus and Gliscor for Excadrill. What move is he going for here? Oh, he's saying something about his Dark Pulse. I don't know why you run Dark Pulse on Heatran anyway. Excadrill doesn't do too much work against his team, so I don't mind playing with it a little bit. And now let's double into Greninja, because he has 2 really solid switches into Excadrill. And he goes into his Scarfed one. So Scarf Landorus. Maybe going for a U-turn. The U-turns. Let's Ice Beam him. So he's... oh, crit. That sucks. I'm pretty sure we survive it. But that's... I mean, it's now 100% confirmed to be Scarf. And we need a way to deal with it. Into Vaporeon. Might as well go into Thundurus. And Protect is easy here, I guess. That's Nasty Plot. Yeah. So this is where we could predict the ground type switch in, right? He is running Dark Pulse Heatran, which, you know, unless I'm really far behind, is not standard, which means, you know, I'm gonna go with Hidden Power Ice, because even if he scalds us, which is the best bit this Vaporeon can do, it's not that much, right? Ah, he does. I think it's the right play to stay in. Goes for the Wish. Might as well protect now, or now he can make the switch into the ground type. If he makes the switch into Landorus, we have to switch out, and we're on the back foot. He protects here. It's kind of just up in the air, right? In Power Ice. Aha! Caught him. Alright, so now he goes into Ditto. Oh no, oh, he's got Fake Out. So we set up Sand again. Fake Out. I don't want to take the Fake Out damage on Thundurus. I still think Thundurus is the best way to win this game. So, into Tyranitar, we do get Faked Out. And we sack Tyranitar. Yep. Drain Punch. That sucks. Still think Life Orb Earthquake kills from this range. He has an easy switch. That sucks. Maybe we should have expected Drain Punch. To be honest, I wasn't at all. Man, Gliscor is so easy. Do we double into Latios? No. One sec. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. He's gone into Vaporeon, and he sacked Medicham, which is, again, a really weird move from me. And he hasn't gone into Gliscor? So, I think we need Excadrill against... because he can Ditto our Thundurus and potentially win from there. I'm gonna go into Thundurus, take a Scald, risk the burn, I guess. And now I guess he can play around Life Orb and Sandstorm. So, maybe that was the wrong move, and we probably should have Nasty Plotted there. Does he go into Gliscor? Does he go into Gliscor? That's Nasty Plot. Ah, no, he Scalds. Ooh. Oh, alright, alright. That might be GG. I think we needed Thundurus to win this game. So we're gonna recover. Gets back some health. As he protects. That's Psyshock. I think this game is over though. 37 is pretty decent. He wishes. He protects. GG. We're gonna call it there. So, there you go. There's Showdown Live, my reintroductory. And again, I'll leave the link to my new Twitch account in the description. Please come say hi if you've got the time. I would love to chat with you guys. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope to see you all very soon.